Versus today, and you're gonna get your ass suspended. It's real simple. Okay? So give it up for Brother Woods. He has the floor right now.
What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing today? Alright, so today I'm gonna keep it real short with y'all. I just wanted to come kind of give y'all a message, kind of thinking about 2020 and improve some things that you guys are doing in school, improve some of y'all behaviors, some of the people y'all hanging around, different things like that. So I want to talk to you guys today about adding value to your lives and adding value to other people's lives. Some of y'all give me some examples of what you guys think like it means to add value to somebody's life. In what kind of ways? Be helpful. What kind of ways?
Pick them up when they down.
Pick them up when they're down. What else?
Positive energy.
Positive energy. What other ways can you add value to people's lives? Teaching them to do the right thing, all right? Being a leader. How many of y'all are leaders in here? Everybody should be raising their hand. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody should be raising their hand. We all leaders, right? But sometimes we slip up a little bit. Raise your hand if you slipped up sometimes, even though we all leaders. We all slip up. I slip up, you know. We ain't perfect, but we try to be, right? So, tell me some of the ways that you guys personally add value to other people's lives. Like, what do you guys do to be helpful, like my man said in the back? Or tell me some ways that you guys have done something that somebody else had benefited from. Yes, sir. Friends in school, what kind of ways? Helping them study. Awesome. Some of y'all are hanging around people that are getting D's and F's, but you say you want A's and B's, right? How many of y'all want to pass with A's and B's? But how many of y'all hanging around people that is getting D's and F's? We all have. I have. You know. What do you think we need to do if we want to get to those A's and B's? What do we need to do?
Hang out with people that got A's and B's.
Hang out with people that got A's and B's. What if I don't want to change the group that I'm with? What if I want to keep hanging out with my homies who are getting D's and F's? What if I want to keep hanging out with them though? What could I'm gonna keep failing. Or what could I do to add value to their lives even though they getting D's and F's, but I want A's and B's? What could I do for them? Yep. How many of y'all got some homies y'all can help out? Now, how many of y'all could use some help? So that means everybody that's in here right now could be helping each other and adding value to each other's lives, right? Right? Yeah. All right. So I want to tell y'all, actually, let me ask you guys. How many of you have been through something or something happened, or you may have done something and you feel like it's taken some value away from you? Like something happened in your life and now you may feel like you're a bad person or you did something wrong and you may have some guilt behind it, you know, something like that. Taking some value away from your life. I know like back in this is before y'all time. This is probably 1999, 2000. None of y'all born before then, huh? I didn't think so. All right, so that's when my parents first started getting divorced, right? How many of y'all come from a single parent household? How many of y'all have both your parents at your house? How many of y'all have a step parent? So there's a lot of different kinds of family dynamics going on, right? And sometimes it can be good, right? Sometimes it's good. But sometimes it can be not so good, right? And you may feel like life sucks at times, or you may feel like you hate one of your parents at times because y'all getting into it, y'all keep arguing, y'all keep bumping heads. Well, over time, when you keep those things bottled up and you keep carrying around those negative energies, things like that, y'all know what it do, right? You guys have negative behaviors, right? You guys come to school and you just hating life. I've been there. I've had my times. But at some point, we got to stop making excuses, right? How many of us are making excuses today? We all make excuses for one reason or another. Reason why we don't do our homework. Reason why we showing up late for class. We all make excuses for one reason or another, right? So, at some point, we got to take ownership, right? How many of y'all have taken some accountabilities for some of your negative behavior? What does that look like by taking accountability for some of your negative behavior? Doing the right thing when nobody's looking, having integrity, right? So that's adding value when people aren't even looking. A lot of things happen in our lives that make us feel like we're not as valuable sometimes, right? We all may have had a little bit of depression or maybe not have, or maybe lose somebody in our family. You know, we've all been through death last year, right? We all had a 2019 that was not so great, but it also had some good times, right? We had some good times. Let's give it up for the good times in 2019. Now, how many of y'all ready for a new year? How many of y'all ready to get this 2020 going and add some value to other people's lives and also add value to your lives? Let's give it up for that too. All right. So, I want you guys to think about the value that you hold. Everybody's been through something, right? We just talked about the losses that we had, right? But let me tell you something. How many of y'all want this $20 bill? We all want this $20 bill, right? Nobody knows where this $20 bill has been, right? You don't know where it's been. It could have been in somebody's mama bra, you know, it could have been on the street in the dirt, right? I could crumble it up, I could step on it. All right, now that y'all know this $20 has been all over God's creation, how many of y'all still want it?
Money is money.
It didn't lose its value, right? No matter what it went through, it did not lose its value, right? This is what I want you guys to think about when you think about yourselves and the things that you guys go through and how you cannot lose your value. Does that make sense? So like our losses that we had, maybe some screw ups, some F's, or you know, maybe we just didn't make some good choices or got into a fight at school, you know, we felt like we lost some value. Think about not losing value and not going through those depressive states or not being miserable because you made a bad choice. Think about that $20 bill that doesn't lose its value. And how many of y'all think if I think positive thoughts, then that means I might have a more positive day, right? Raise your hand. And if I have more negative thoughts, we all get the case of the Mondays, right? When we don't want to come to school because we didn't have a good weekend. We just been at the crib chilling. But if we keep going into the mindset of, hey, maybe I'm going to have a good Monday. Maybe I'm going to have a productive Monday. I'm going to pass that test that I know I'm going to have. How many of us may have had a better Monday if we have a more positive mindset? All right. So 3 more ways that I want you guys to think about adding value and moving forward in 2020. And the reason why you guys need to add value to people's lives is because it's going to open opportunities up for you. It's going to make you a better individual. Warland came to me when we were at UMSL, and he brought a group of y'all out there to talk to for me to talk to you guys about college and different things like that. I didn't come to him and be like, hey man, I need you to do this for me. Can you help me out? I offered him what I could do because I wanted to add value to what you guys were doing. I haven't asked him for anything. So what that means is he doesn't mind going out of his way if I need something done to help you guys out. He's gonna be on board, right? Why? Because I'm what? Adding what? Value. Adding value to what you guys are doing. So he believes and he trusts in everything that I'm doing, right? That's what I want you guys to start doing. I want you guys to start thinking about ways that you can add value to people's lives and be strong like this $20 bill and not lose the value that you guys have when we go through our experiences. Because how many of us know that something negative is gonna happen in 2020? Something gonna happen, right? But we gotta be prepared for it, and we gotta understand and learn how we're gonna deal with it so that we don't lose our what? Value. So that we can create opportunities so that we can open doors for ourselves. All right, how many of y'all? It's about to get serious. You guys better start taking it seriously if you're not, because real life happens and it happens real quick. All right, so I want you guys to just think about how you can add value to other people's lives so that they can help you out in return. It's gonna be beneficial when you're able to add value and create these opportunities for yourself, all right? A couple ways to add value. Positive mindset, we talked about that. Having the case of the Mondays, but if we come into school, create a more positive environment, maybe we can get some of our friends to stop getting D's and F's, right? How many of y'all wanna see our friends succeed? That's what I'm talking about, that's what I wanna see, all right? But how many of us, when we could say no, we say yeah, and we may go do some things we shouldn't be doing? It's all right, be honest. This is what we're here for. We can be honest. We all do it. I want you guys to create boundaries. I want you guys to start saying no sometimes, all right? This is gonna help you add value to your life by creating some boundaries with your friends and then being that leader that's gonna help them out in class. That's gonna help them go take those D's to C's and help your B's go to A's, All right. So think about boundaries, positive mindset and boundaries. Okay. All right. You guys keeping up? Head nods. Staying positive. Saying no. Sometimes we gotta say no. 2020, we gonna say no, right? 2020, we gonna say what? No. 2020, we gonna say what? No. How many of y'all feel like you could be disrespectful sometimes? Sometimes you get slick at the mouth. All right, this is one way that you can add value to other people's lives. Start respecting others even if they're not respecting you. I want you guys, my mom always told me for some reason to always do the right thing. And you can't be perfect, but you can make the right decisions when you have the opportunity to make the bad ones. That's what she really meant. Does that make sense? So it's not being perfect, because we all not perfect, but when I can make the bad decisions, I make the good ones. And that's what she means by always doing the right thing. So I want you guys to have a positive mindset and do what? Say what? No. Say no. And who do we need to start respecting? I like everybody says something different, so that means we got a lot of people we need to be respecting, right? Our teachers, our parents, because then maybe we can add value to the classroom and not be so much of a disruption sometimes, like some of y'all are being right now. I want you guys to add value to GOV, and some of you are, which is why you're here. But some of you, we could lose you, and we ain't gonna lose no value. Does that make sense? You guys want to be irreplaceable. So you be irreplaceable by adding value to what's going on. Some of us still haven't figured out our why, our purpose. This is going to help us add value to our lives. We got to figure out why we're getting up every day. Remember I asked you guys a couple weeks ago, who's depending on us? Who's relying on us to do good? Who's relying on us to be positive and get good grades in school and be successful so that you can have a better lifestyle than them? Remember we talked about that? Head nods. How many of y'all remember that? Cool. We got to keep doing that, guys. All right. One more time. Say no.
Say no.
Have boundaries.
Have boundaries.
Respect others.
Respect others.
And we got to find our purpose. Say it with me. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am great.
I am great.
I deserve this.
I deserve
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am great.
I am great.
I deserve this. One more time. So we're going to do 2020 off right. We're going to start the school year off right. I want you guys to think about how we're going to add value. And then next time we get together, when we have our professional meeting, we're going to start writing this stuff down so we can take it with us and reflect. But I need you guys to remember, think about everything that I said today. And if you can't remember nothing, just remember one thing. How can I add value to somebody else's life to create opportunities for myself? All right? Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Okay.